Hey guys, if you have a Mac and Android, you know these two ecosystems don't play nicely with each other. So you need to get your files and photos out of your Android. What do you use? Today, I'm going to go over the best known applications that help you transfer files between Android and Mac. And I'll also give you my recommendation on which one is the best. Let's go. First is Android File Transfer. This is the official application from Google that is free and the most well known for wired USB transfers. The interface is super simple with a drag and drop interface. You have the ability to browse all files and folders and do two-way transfers. The downsides are that it doesn't always recognize the USB connection, crashes from time to time, loads very slowly when you have a ton of files, and has a 4GB single file limit. Additionally, the application has been removed from the Android website. We don't know why, but the application still works. If you still want to use it, you can use the secret link in the description to grab the official download. Your next option is OpenMTP, which is an open source alternative to Android file transfer. It also offers wired connection, two-way transfers, and a drag and drop interface. The difference with OpenMTP is that you get faster transfer speeds with their column mode, option to select between internal or SD card, if you have one, and the ability to transfer files larger than 4GB. Similarly with Android file transfer, it faces issues with recognizing the connection at times, and column mode may not work for certain versions of Mac. The developer and community are fairly active, so you can expect great support and future updates. Next is MacDroid, which is an application you can find on the App Store. What you get here are options to connect wired or wirelessly. The process to connect is a little bit different though. Your phone's storage gets mounted as a drive like if you're inserting a USB thumb drive. What's nice about this is that you can browse and move your files using the Mac's Finder app. This is an overall very well-made application and well supported. The only downside is that it's a paid application, and the free limited version only allows transfers from Android to Mac. With the paid version or subscription, you'll get the two-way. Next is KDE Connect and a wireless-only option. You'll need to install the app on both your phone and Mac. The interface is not as intuitive, but you can send and receive files both ways. The major downside here is there is no file browser like the other apps. However, KDE Connect is more than just a file transfer app. It can synchronize your phone and Mac with its plugins to send and receive text messages, get notifications, or use your phone as a remote input. Next is AirDroid, which is also a wireless option. The app also needs to be installed on both devices. It has a file browser and offers two-way transfers. Similarly to KDE Connect, it also has additional features like text messaging and calling, and also a pretty neat desktop experience through the web browser. The downside here is that you need to have an account and be signed in to AirDroid to access all these features. If you just need file transfers, you can get away without an account by just using the transfer to nearby devices. Next is LocalSend, which is also another wireless option. It's free and open source. You'll need to download the app on both devices, and in terms of the interface, it's super simple with a drag and drop interface. Some of the downsides are there's no file browser and a limit of 999 files in one transfer. Next is Blip, which is the newest application I've found and works essentially the same as all the wireless options, except it has a better interface and is nicely integrated with Mac, so you can click to share like AirDrop. The only downside here is there's no file browser. The next one is Wi-Fi FTP Server. This is a little more of a technical way to transfer your files and is actually a great reliable option. What you have to do is get the Wi-Fi FTP Server app on your phone, and then all you have to do here is hit the start button and a server gets created on your phone. Now on your Mac, you need an FTP client like CyberDuck or FileZilla, and you just sign into the FTP with the credentials shown in the app, and once you're logged in, you can start transferring. This next one is just for Samsung users. which is the Samsung Smart Switch app. It's an official application for the Mac created by Samsung and offers file browsing and two-way transfers on a wired connection. It's very basic, but is reliable, free, and supported by Samsung. If you want the quickest transfer without dealing with any apps, use Snapdrop, which is a browser-based file transfer that does not need the internet and relies only on Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. And the downside here is there's no file browser. Now that you've seen all the apps, here are my recommendations. If you want a wired connection, OpenMTP will get the job done. And if you want something a little bit more polished and don't mind paying, go with MacDroid. For wireless options, if you just need file transfer with no browsing, Snapdrop will be the quickest, being that it just requires the web browser. However, my choice currently is Blip because it has a nice interface and I like that it's integrated in the share menu. For wireless with file browsing, MacDroid is great with the free version. And I will recommend Wi-Fi FTP Server because it's super reliable for larger transfers. Hopefully this was helpful for you. I have all the official download links in the description. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.